What's up, guys? Welcome back to Beardy Plays, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Andarilho. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Sounds native to me, but it's probably just a made-up word. Anyway, this game, I played it for a little bit, and it actually took me a hell of a long time to figure out how to delete the save file to start again. It's not in the options. I had to do a whole bunch of crap. But anyway, I'm going to start over from the beginning again. This game is actually worth taking a look at. Right now on Steam, it's on sale for 56 cents. It's 90% off. And it's as you can probably tell by looking at it, it's a DayZ wannabe. Try to be DayZ, but nowhere near DayZ. But still enough fun in its own right that you can play it long enough to get your achievements and to get your trading cards out of it. It comes both with achievements and trading cards for 56 cents. It's pretty damn good. So let's give it a shot. I have played it before, but I went through the trouble of resetting the save files and stuff like that so I could start again. I'll show you guys what it's like from the beginning. So I guess creative mode is you don't have to fight for resources or something like that. I'm not too sure. But I'm going to go with aliens and zombies. So these are both protagonists or whatever on the map. So I'm not too sure if I uncheck one, if they put more of the other, or if it's just a set amount no matter what you do. So I haven't tried that out yet or not. There's I think there's a bit of a grace period, because I remember not seeing zombies for the first little while. So I don't see any on the horizon right now. So there just might not be. Anyway, what you're supposed to do is basically gather resources and build shelter to keep yourself safe at night mostly. And try not to die from the zombies. I guess the whole point of the game is to survive. So they start you off near a lake, which is good because you're going to need a lot of water. And there are animals around the map. You can see a cow right there. I'm not going to bother going for them until I have my bow and arrow, which will be one of the first things I craft. But first I need to get a bunch of wood. You hear that? That's the aliens in the spaceship. It only ever flies over. I don't see them drop any aliens out or anything like that. But later on, once you walk down further, you'll find aliens. But around your spawn, it should be pretty calm for the first day. You'll start to see zombies after a while, after the first night, I believe. And they're not like super crazy zombies where they come right at you from a distance. You have to get actually pretty close to them before they even recognize you. And until then, they just kind of like wander around the map. They don't really like come straight for you or anything. So it's not too bad. They might get more aggressive later. I'm not too sure. We'll have to find out. But I'm only going to play this for I think 15 minutes or something like that. Probably won't get very far because it's a resource gathering game and you spend a lot of time gathering resources, but you don't have to pick anything up off the ground either. Once you, say, mine it or cut it, chop it down, if it's a tree, you automatically have it. So the first little bit of stone I'm going to have to use my axe, my stone axe to get. This is basically the only tool I have. And on top of the stone, I'm probably getting a bunch of other stuff too. You can get like sulfur and metal ore and stuff like that. Alright, I'll start crafting some stuff here. So I've got a bunch of sticks, a bunch of rocks. I could make a bunch of arrows already. Let's go ahead and make 8 arrows. That's all the rock I had. And then I'm going to make a bow, which requires 5 sticks. I'll craft one of those. And I'll have a bow and arrow anyway, help keep me safe. The next thing I'm probably going to want to craft is going to be a pickaxe, but it takes actually 5 metal fragments to get that, and it's not going to be that easy. So we'll get at it. And now that I have a bow, I could probably go hunt that cow, but I started with 10 food, and that actually lasts quite a while, so I won't bother just yet. Same as the water, although the water's right there, so I'm not worried at all about the water. So as far as building goes, you can probably see when you hit tab, you have your building menu here, and any kind of structure has to be built on a wooden platform. Excuse me. So I'm going to start off by crafting all my wood into planks, because that's what you need to do. And then I can start crafting platform. Guess I'll just do one platform for now. Make it really simple. We don't need anything crazy. I'm gonna need more wood as well, because obviously I don't have enough stuff to build everything I need. Where's my... I didn't build the door yet. Damn it. Alright. So obviously I need more firewood, or more wood. I might kill that cow while I'm at it. But as you can see, it's a lot of resource gathering. You really don't get much for the amount of resources that you have to gather. So, oh, that tree go. There it is. So like, you can literally sit here for 2 or 3 minutes gathering wood, and it, you know, won't really be enough to build a 1 square house. So it's a little off in that way, I guess. I look at the previews of the game on Steam, and some of the maps apparently have like houses and cabins and stuff in them. I haven't seen any on this map, and I've explored it pretty well, so I'm not too sure where you find those, but that probably comes later. What the hell? Cow takes 2 arrows. You get a bunch of meat and some skins or whatever. You just got to keep an eye on the horizon. When the zombies start to show up, you'll see them out in the distance shambling. The chances of one stumbling upon you, pretty slim. As long as you look around every now and then, you're not going to get surprised by a zombie. They don't really move fast enough, and they don't come straight for you. Only within like 10 feet, 15 feet do they even get triggered by you. So I got a few more pieces of wood here, and we'll go try to finish off our place. Planks going, and your stuff will craft. You can just set it to craft and then run away or do whatever. It'll just happen in the background. I'm gonna need a door. I'm gonna need 2 more walls. One with the window? Yes, one with a window. Then I'm gonna need a window. And that should do it. Oh, and then I'll need a floor for my roof. What I don't like is how when you craft stuff, it automatically goes up here. Same as like if you have a throwing spear and you throw your spear and then you go pick it up, it comes up into the top of your inventory instead of going into your hotbar, which is really annoying if you're using a spear to fight with, because you throw them, right? So you throw it and then you want to go pick it up and use it right away, but you can't because it's up in your inventory and you have to hit tab and you have to move it down into your hotbar. It's a pain in the ass. I'm not sure why they made it like that. Probably just to be a pain in the ass, I would assume, because there's no good reason for it other than that. Door, wall, window. Open the door, get inside, put it on our roof. There we go. We got a little room. You could, I don't think I have enough for a furnace. No, you need 30 rock for a furnace. So you could get a furnace going. It'd be the next thing to do. Yeah, I got time. It's only been 11 minutes. So you got a furnace going, and once you got a furnace going, you can start smelting all this other stuff that's not rock. You can see here I've got these other ingots. This one's coal. This one's like metal ore. Once you melt it down, it gives you metal scrap, which you can use for building stuff. That one, I believe, is gunpowder ingredients, I believe, for when you make bullets for your gun. And with enough scrap, you can make a gun, you can make a car, stuff like that. I'm not too sure if you unlock more options as you go, but what's in the crafting menu right now so far is you got cars, gun, sleeping bag, wooden spike club, compass, anvil, basic tools. And so it's not a horrible amount of stuff, but it's enough that it's going to take you a while to get everything. We're 10 minutes in, 12 minutes in, and I still don't even have enough metal to make a pick or anything yet, so. I'm going to need 30 rock before I can even build the furnace, which is what I'd need to smelt that ore into usable metal. So. Yeah, it takes a while. That would be my only gripe, is that it takes so long to do anything in this game. I mean, I've been spending pretty much this entire time gathering resources, and so far I've only got enough to build a 1x1 little hut, and not even a furnace yet. So, I mean, if this was most other games, you'd be a hell of a lot further on by now, but not much we can do about that now. So I got 30 stone. I'm going to craft my furnace. I'll be able to put it down. I'll be able to start smelting some of my metal fragments. This is sulfur, I believe, for making gunpowder. close to the wall as I can get. I want to take up as least room as possible. There we go. So you just give it your coal, and then whatever you want to smelt, just like Minecraft. And this will give me those little metal fragments. I'll put some meat on after, and then my sulfur and all that stuff. Coal, as far as I can tell, lasts the longest. You can also burn sticks and logs. So I do have a little bit of criticism about the choice of design, I guess. The level design is very basic. As you can see, they opted to put up big flat 4 walls instead of what most people would do. It's only a little bit more work, is actually make like mountains and put yourself in a valley, or like mountains and an ocean on one side or something like that. But either way, put yourself in a valley or on an island or in an ocean somewhere, and have those be like mountains that you can't climb over, right? Or an ocean that you can't swim past, or you die if you go out too far or something. Make it otherwise impassable, but don't just put up a straight sheer wall and load it with one simple texture and hope it's going to stretch out to fill the whole thing. Like, that just looks bad, right? It just looks bad. But also things like these rocks, the stone that I'm mining right now, these don't have to be square cubes stacked on top of each other. These can be boulders. They could just be round rocks sitting on the ground just as easily, right? So I think that was a bad design choice myself. It would be better if these were boulders. You only have to design maybe 2 or 3 of them, turn them at different angles, give them different textures, and drop them all around the map. And then would have been a lot nicer than this pile of Minecraftian cubes here, but that is what it is, right? That's the choice they made. And in the same terms of the walls and the blocks that they used, the landscape is also pretty simple. The landscape is, well, you can see it's not very well detailed. Everything's very simple, and it looks like something you'd probably churn out in a weekend. And speaking of, I was telling you what you can do. I don't know why I just destroyed my door. What you can do is put up mountains instead of the 4 walls, right? Or an ocean or something like that. If you do mountains and then sit there and texture the mountains, you know, make them not just one mountain, make them, you know, a bunch of crevices and all that stuff in them, a bunch of different facets to them so they actually look good. I could do all 4 of these walls in mountains and make yourself look like in a valley, and I haven't made a map in probably like 10 years, but I could probably do that work in about 6 to 8 hours. So in 6 to 8 hours, you could make this map 1,000 times better. And why isn't this breaking? What the hell is going on? And on this map, on this game, at the edges of the maps, there's like little tunnels. They look like mine shafts or something like that you can walk in, and they teleport you to a different map, right? So instead of those in a flat sheer wall with bad rendering and stuff like that, you could have, like, you know, a path that goes through the mountain, and if you find it, well, then it teleports you to the next valley or whatever the hell, right? So there are a lot better ways they could have done things, but you get what you pay for, right? Full price, this game was like $5 or $6, so 56 cents, definitely worth it for me. I'll buy this 56 cents all day long. I'll get my trading cards out of it. Counts as my game count, and it's actually fun enough to play. I've played this game for almost 20 minutes now, and I played it for a couple hours before. So, yeah. That is Andarilho. Probably not going to see any zombies or anything yet, guys. I think it has to pass the first night in order for that to happen. Because normally you see them on the horizon. You see them shambling. Just gonna go grab some of this corn over here. Maybe drink some water before I die thirst. Get some more water from the lake. This corn is made for used for making ethanol, which is what you need to drive cars around. So when you make the car, you get your I think it's 50 metal scrap, and you can make a car. Yeah, 50, and then you need ethanol, corn ethanol, 25 corn to make a tank of gas. So I don't think you can grow it either. I think you have to find it all. So there is that. I'm not seeing any zombies. I'm just going to quickly put a tent down, see if I can sleep. Maybe I'm tired enough to sleep now, and then it'll bring me to the next day, and then maybe we can see zombies. You have to sleep in a tent. When I played before, I made the shelter big enough. There's like a big giant donut, and the tent was in the middle. I'm not tired. You are not tired to sleep. Okay, well, I guess I'm not sleeping right now then. Yeah, I'm not seeing any zombies shambling around either, so... Anyway, guys, that is Andarilho, or Andarillo, or however you want to pronounce it. On sale right now on Steam. Trading cards, achievements, Daisy wannabe. When the zombies do show up, they are pretty easy. They don't really... At least, I played for a couple hours, and I got on like day 3 or 4. They don't swarm you or anything like that. It's usually only ever one at a time. They shamble across the map. They don't actually come for you, and they don't even register you until they're within like 15 or 20 feet of you. So, I mean, they're pretty hard to die from. They don't really sneak up on you, as long as you just, you know, pop up your head and look around every, 2 or 3 minutes or something like that. Because it takes them forever. And they, like I said, they don't beeline it to you. They're just kind of shambling on some random pattern. And if one happens to stumble near you, then you can wander over there and kill it. Otherwise, you almost have to touch him before he'll attack you. Wish I could find one to show you. They might get more aggressive when they, when you go up in level and stuff like that. But as it is now, they're pretty simple. Night is coming. Hoping I could sleep now. Yes. At least want to get to the next day before I end this video. Alright. So I've slept. And they might start to feed me some zombies now. You usually see them just like little specks on the horizon, shambling around. I don't see any right now. There's a bunny hop over here. And yeah, bunny hopping definitely works in this game. Without it, your stamina goes down a lot faster. Alright, I'm not seeing any zombies. Maybe they wait for the second day, I guess. I'm zombie hunting now. Okay, is that a zombie or a cow? I think that's a zombie over there. I'll go get him. I just hurt myself jumping down off of a... Oh, no, that's a cow. So as you can see around the map, there are a lot of different sites for stone and wood and stuff like that. Okay, that's a zombie. The one on the other side of the lake there. We'll go kill this guy and then I'll end the video just so you can see what the zombies are like. There's aliens too, and they're like little gray guys. Actually, that might be an alien, not a zombie. Yeah, they look like aliens. A couple of them here. One right there. One right there. We'll go for this guy first. You just get to see how close you actually have to come in order for them to aggro on you or even notice your existence, right? But also, it doesn't really matter because I couldn't shoot him from this far back, even if I wanted to. You have to actually wait until your crosshair goes red. He doesn't even know I'm here. Headshots definitely work in this game. And they carry stuff on them too, so they're worth looting sometimes. I got a cop zombie, had a gun on him. That was pretty cool. See if we can get this alien to aggro on us. Where did he go? There he is. See how close we have to get in order for them to... There we go. So you gotta, like, almost touch them in order for them to aggro on you. Pills. Oh, that must be health or something like that. Cool. Haven't had any of those yet. Anyway, there's, like, chickens in the game. I've seen pictures on Steam of, like, boar. And, like I said, houses and cabins and stuff. So I guess once you get further on in the levels, there's more stuff. But that's it for now, guys. That would be night 1. And basics on how to play the game. It's very slow going. It does pick up a little bit as you go on in the days. There's more zombies and aliens around, and as you deplete your resources around your main camp, you're forced to like move to some of those other places we saw for more resources. And I'm sure when you go through the tunnels in these walls here and you teleport to other maps, you'll eventually find good stuff, like buildings and stuff like that in towns. But until then, guys, check this game out on Steam. It's Andarilho. It's fun enough to play, fun enough to get your trading cards out of it and achievements out of it. 56 cents, you can't complain. It counts as a game and gives you trading cards and achievements. Anyway, later, guys.